Today, we are honored to have with us Dr. Kinnari Jain, Associate Professor in the Commerce Department at Shriram College of Commerce. With expertise in business laws and cost accounting, she has shaped the academic journey of countless students. A researcher and co author of business laws, Dr. Kinnari Jain brings deep insights into commerce and law. We are delighted to have her with us to share key insights into her academic journey, background, discuss key industry trends, and offer valuable advice to students.
What's the most unique question a student has ever asked you?
Okay, unique question. I would not call it a unique question, but I would say that it is something which is a very relevant question, something which is very important. Questions are generally the same, how should we study? What should we do for this thing? What should we do for that thing? Generally their career-related aspects or their subject-related aspects. But sometimes students do come to me and they tell me that there is a lot of peer pressure in the world. Like we are affected by what our friends are doing, and sometimes they tell me that the friends are not disclosing properly what they are doing. It's like whether we should divulge our information to them also or not. So I suppose humanity is something which is far beyond all these things that we have. We are living in a world which is very competitive, I agree. I know that there's a lot of competition, but I suppose every student has its own capability, own caliber, own intellect, and own everything. So they are going to conquer whatever is going to come in front of them through their own value system, through their own education, I would say, through their own attitudes. And I believe that you people as students, you people should be more friendly to each other. You should rather discuss everything open-heartedly with all amongst you. That what are you doing? From where are you studying? What is your future? I would say ambition, or what is that you want to plan to do? How are you? All these things should be discussed amongst the students. They should. It gives you a lot of, I would say, happiness. It would give you a lot of happiness and comfort in the college if everything is going to be open between you. Because somehow I feel मैंने कहीं पे पढ़ा भी है कि जो भाषा होनी चाहिए वो हृदय की होनी चाहिए. जो आप कहो वो दिल से कहो, जो आप करो वो दिल से करो. तो अगर आप कहीं ना कहीं किसी का भला भी करने जाते हैं, I believe that nature gives it back to you. So don't try to be that selfish. Don't try to be that selfish that no, we should keep everything to ourselves. Anything which is, shared, I believe that adds more value to your personality. And trust me, whatever good that you're going to do with others, it is definitely going to come back to you in some form or the other. Maybe good health. I think health is something which has become very important nowadays. That is the reason why I said that when I was discussing about the course also, unique course, I think I would, if I am given the whole soul authority to devise a course, I would come out with a course in which mobile phones are not allowed in the classes. Because that is the only mechanism in which you can hold the attention nowadays, which has become very short. So you should focus more upon physical interactions with each other. I think that brings more life, more happiness to your time, to your seconds that you spend in the college, and this time is not going to come back again. So I think you should make most of it, and ultimately when I was a student, I made so many friends. I don't know where they were, where they are right now, at which junction of life, at which post they are. But somehow I think it would have been totally redundant. It is totally meaningless to think about it, whether we should discuss with our friends or not what we are doing, what we are not doing. Everybody's journey is independent. Everybody's journey is different. So you should have a more open and a clear heart. This is what I believe. And that is something which is going to add more value to your personality. So you will see change in your personality when you're going to open up yourself. So don't be afraid as to what others are going to think. Don't be afraid whether anybody is going to grow above me in a particular this thing. Just be yourself. Be happy. Be, I would say, more friendly with each other. So that is all that I can say.
What are some real-world applications of business laws that students should be more aware of?
See, business laws is something which is related to your day-to-day life. So, many things we discuss with students in the class, general, which are there in relation to both of you have studied. Almost, I think all of you have studied business law. So, real world applications now, since it is the information technology also, which is coming into the picture, technology is coming into the picture. So, a lot of changes are taking place due to that technology. So as a result, real world applications is, I think, when they are reading a particular case or when they are studying a particular subject like business law, various provisions when they are studying, they themselves have to think while conducting their day-to-day life that how come in this particular situation business law is going to be applicable. And then with business law, which other application of some other law is going to come into the picture. So like now, I cannot take any example. It would be not, I would say, correct to take any example or any case right now. But applications would be based upon your day-to-day experiences. You relate it with the subject that you're already studying, and then you extend your knowledge further into this. This aspect of technology will also be applicable. So as a result, we need to study with this Information Technology Act. With this, we need to study the company law also. With this, we need to study the Trademarks Act also. We need to study the Competition Act also. So there are many. Law is something, there is a huge laws which are there in India. So as a result, it is something which is endless. But yes, you have a broad understanding of business law once you have read that subject. And accordingly, based upon the applications that you try to apply to your day-to-day settings which are there, that will give you a picture as to which other applications you need to study.
What are some of the most memorable interactions you've had with your students?
The most memorable interactions, there have been various times. It's not that one moment that I can recall which has been very special. It's like when in the years which have already passed, a lot of batches came and they used to discuss a lot of things about academics also, and particularly when we used to have society events. At that point of time, I used to have too many interactions with the students as to how it has helped them, what all things we need to do, how SRCC has shaped their personality and everything. So those are the interactions. Plus otherwise also students come to me and they discuss with me certain personal things also at times. So there have been discussions on various parameters which have been there. So I think the most, it's not that one most memorable discussion that I have had. It's like their experiences which they have discussed with me. It's like their love and affection which they have shown to me. So that is something which I have experienced, and today this shoot, which is also giving me an opportunity, it is also like a memorable experience for me, because I don't know probably whether I'll be doing it at any point of time, but you people have given me an opportunity to speak my mind and to interact with students. There are certain things, although I keep on telling in the classes also, but sometimes you feel that you need a separate channel or medium to express it. So I'm really thankful to you people also for giving me this opportunity. So this is also one of the interactions, memorable interactions that I have had with you.
Ma'am, can you tell us about your journey into academia? What inspired you to pursue teaching and research in commerce?
Journey into academia was something I think God planned or destined for me. I always had a liking for teaching. I was very passionate about teaching since my childhood. It used to be like after every day when I used to come back from school, I used to have a chalk, a board, a duster, and I used to make some bricks as my students, and then I used to teach them. I used to correct papers, give them papers like this, and all those things I used to do. So somehow I had a liking, I suppose I had an inclination towards this teaching since my childhood. I was very passionate about it. And coming into commerce, I would say, that was also something which was defined for me, because when I studied science, when I studied other subjects which were there, I found that I had an interest only in commerce related subjects. So it was simple for me. It was already decided after that, no, that I don't want to pursue engineering. I thought about engineering once, because people used to tell me that no, you are good at maths, so you can do it. So, but somehow I felt no, I want to keep it a little bit more realistic, more related to the things which I like. So it was something which was like certain that okay fine, I'm going to take up only commerce. So this is how I started with it.
Many students struggle with pressure and competition at SRCC. How do you think they can maintain a balance between academics and personal well-being?
Okay, now it's a very good question. Maintaining a balance between academics and personal well-being. Students keep on asking me, ma'am, how to do this, ma'am, how to do that. I keep on telling them this is how you should do. I think now at this platform, I would like to point out certain things which are there. The competition is there at RCC, but it's a healthy competition. It keeps you motivated and it keeps you encouraged also to do various things which are there. When you look at others, that this person is doing that thing, that person is doing that thing, it keeps up that spirit of competition, spirit to grow, I suppose, which is there in every individual. So that is something which is the foundation for that is it's a good foundation which is led by SRCC. See, there are certain things which students should follow to maintain a balance between professional and academic life. First of all, I tell them sleep early and get up early. I tell them that you have to utilize your phones less, very less. You have to have a more disciplined and a more focused life. This is what I mean. There is no substitute to hard work. You will have to come to classes. You should learn well in the classes. You will have to do other things also which are, desired of you, like taking part in various societies, doing placement related work which is there as it is desired by the companies. Keep yourself updated with whatever happening. So in such a situation, you have to divide your time wisely. So that is something which is important. Plus, there has to be a spiritual aspect to everybody's life. I suppose that is something which we need to focus more upon. So you have to have that focused mind. You have to have a disciplined life. It's not that I'm saying that you should only be involved in studying and doing something professionally and something like that. You have to manage your time well. You have to distribute it. But yes, greater percentage or proportion of it should be towards your making your careers. Because if this time is going to go away, you're going to repent it for the next 50 years. You're going to be like that, I did not utilize at that time, with that energy which I had at that point of time. So given the amount of energies you have to channelize your energies in the right direction. You don't have to be lazy. You have to be very focused on whatever you want. You have to have a goal in the mind. Just as a college also has a vision which is there, a mission. Likewise, you also need to have it. And you need to channelize your energies towards it constantly. So that is the only medium. Stay away from phones, get up early, sleep early, eat right, think positively, go more spiritually, have more friends and try to be more interactive with friends. You should not be like, okay, I should not discuss this thing with my friend, I should disclose it, I should not reveal it. All those things should not be there. There should be healthy competition. Let it be healthy competition. The information should flow to all of you. That is going to open up, I would say, the minds of everybody and you will feel more happy. You will feel more cheerful, you will feel more relaxed in the company of each other. So as a result, these are the things I believe should be taken care of while maintaining a balance between your professional life and your academic life, which is this is my first experience whereby I am discussing with the students in the college something my own, I would say, viewpoints of a set of questions that they have framed. But yes, it has been actually a very memorable experience to me. The way we have shot it, the way we have done it, and the questions that they have come across, very realistic, very apt, very correct, very true. So it has helped me to speak my mind also on certain things, certain aspects which I want to communicate to larger the students primarily. So that has come across and I'm happy and glad that I got this platform to showcase, I would say, basically to talk about whatever experiences I have had so far and what all things I should, but obviously in limited words, in few words, I'm trying to communicate whatever is. There's a lot more which I can speak about, there's a lot more which I can say. I keep on discussing with smaller and students in classes. But yes, it's a very good platform to discuss it with the entire college which is there. I congratulate Placement Cell for taking up this work and I wish them all the very best with whatever future work that they are going to do, whether in this regard or otherwise also. They should try to bring in new methods, new ways of bringing, I would say, more happiness to college, because I think that is the only index in which we need to be at the top. That is happiness. So for that happiness, I believe if you can do something new, if you can do something innovative, it's something really nice. I congratulate you all and I wish you all the very, very best.